Hi all, very good morning. I'm standing in front of you. Guess you all are able to see me. I'm Arvind, IT infrastructure as services person with 11.3 years of solid IT experience in the IT industry. I started my career in desktop support systems. I didn't study well in the college. I started with my first job in desktop support systems. In desktop support systems, I learned about the various desktop components, PC components, Macintosh. I have manually assembled Macintosh. I have configured softwares in Macintosh. I have solid experience in manual tape backup data center technologies. In my first job, I learned about the various data center components as a whole, but I don't know about the track or domain. Then I switched to a different job wherein I learned about the various domains or tracks like server, network storage, cloud computing, domains. In that job, I worked in these jobs monitoring tools, wherein my roles and responsibilities were to monitor the alarms which is getting displayed in the BMC Remedy ticketing tool and dashboard. With that alarms, we engage with the domain people, the L1, L2, L3 engineers who are sitting on the tracks. We ask them to fix a ticket, we monitor the SLA, and based on the SLA, our works were designed. I was curious about the storage administration because it is a highly critical job which involves lots of um, criticality. So I used to go and sit next to the storage administration person and I used to learn about storage. Then I quit that organization. I joined a different organization as a contractor storage administrator. I worked in EMC Clarion, EMC VNX. I then passed my, like not passed my studies. I then switched to EMC VMAX, DS8000, VNX, IBM SVC, all these kind of storage boxes. Post this experience, cloud computing came into picture. In cloud computing, I realized with the click of a button or a drag drop, at that moment, the storage administrator job is getting automated. That is through the API, storage is getting allocated. I understood about this and then I was curious, so I joined in an institute. I learned cloud computing. Then on, my path got traversed in cloud computing. In cloud computing, I started with AWS Managed Cloud Services. That is, I used to work in 24 bar 7 shift, wherein in the 24 bar 7 shift, morning shift, afternoon shift, night shift, we work in the tickets, cloud alarms. For example, if a CPU utilization is more than 70 or 80 percentage, the CloudWatch triggers an alarm, and we used to log into that particular server and check which service is using more utilization, and then we will escalate this to the application owner. We will monitor that for a while. Once the application owner fixes the utilization, we will close the ticket. This is the main ideal routine of a managed cloud services team who is sitting in the 24 by 7 role. Along with this, they do the patch management. Patch management in the sense the every software that is operating system which is sitting on a bare metal server or a laptop has to be managed regularly. That is patch management. Managed in the sense that has to be updated, upgraded. That is patch management. In this patch management, we manually sit and do the work. And at that time, I got certain ideas which I'll discuss in my next video or in the future. So this was my roles and responsibilities, like managed cloud services, cloud engineer, cloud administrator. These were my roles. I was interested in moving on to the architect level. Then I grabbed an opportunity which came my way. I joined that organization and then I scaled into a cloud architect. My roles and responsibilities were to design the cloud, engage with pre-sales team, sales team, understand the requirement, and draw the architecture diagrams for them, end-to-end conversation with the client and our team, um, delivering the project, doing implementation of various EC2 services. Like I have handled customers in healthcare industry, finance industry, oil and gas industry, uh, and media industry. After that, I got an opportunity to work in cyber security. In cyber security, I learned about Incapsula Cloud WAF. Incapsula Cloud WAF is nothing but, or it's similar to AWS WAF. It mitigates the attacks that is trying to traverse through the application. It prevents the attacks from the bots or from the human who are trying to harm the application. Along with this, I have 6 months of sound experience in Python programming. I'm not a avid developer, but I can read code, I can understand the code. These are my roles and responsibilities. As of now, I have started a startup. It is known as likemains.cloud. So since December, I am working in it as a freelance consultant. As of now, I'm looking for a job which would interest me to work in all the verticals, either in a technical role or in a service delivery role. If you know anyone who can help me or who is interested to recruit me, please let me know. Um, these are my career journey. I wish there is some takeaway from this. No, we haven't taken away anything. We have taken away about the 24/7 job, and you should not implement anything in the production servers without a proper ticket, or you should not do any changes in the infrastructure, existing infrastructure without a change ticket. These things are the takeaway. Got it? Because I am mingling nowadays with a lot of freshers and less experienced persons. As a senior cadet, I'd like to tell you these things. When you consider AWS service, I have worked in majority of the AWS infrastructure as services like EC2, VPC, S3, Lambda, SNS, SQS, EBS, EFS, VPC flow logs, transit gateway, AWS organization, SMS, SSM, all these kind of services I have worked. As of now, I have joined a DevOps training, wherein the DevOps training I learned about implementing Grafana dashboard. I refreshed my knowledge in Docker, Docker Hub, Docker File, Docker Swarm, Docker Compose. I also refreshed my knowledge in Terraform. Terraform is a configuration language which is used in order to design an infrastructure. For example, Terraform uh, can be used in order to write HCL language, that is HashiCorp language, using which you can design the infrastructure in GCP, Azure, AWS, Alibaba Cloud, Rackspace Cloud, Oracle Cloud, all these kind of clouds. My next step is to learn generative AI. I have already completed one course in Udemy with respect to generative AI. I have completed the certificate as well. Apart from this, I have got 4 course completion certificates from Coursera with respect to GCP cloud platform. But my doubt is, it's not my doubt, it's my concern. I study all these things. I pay everything. I learn everything. My brain is full of knowledge. But I don't know why the knowledge is getting faded. Sat and think about this. And then I came up with this raw denti, my old podcast equipment. I'm gonna start a podcast soon, and this is my first video. Thanks for watching.